This is political chess, and Donald Trump just made a strategic move to get back in to the White House. Hello, friends. I pose to you a question today. Can we make policy change without getting in? Can we make legislation without winning elections? Can we truly make transformational change in this country without having the White House, without having the Senate, and without having the House of Representatives? Can we truly make change without winning elections? I pose those questions to you, and in the comments, we can have a conversation about what we're going to talk about today. So, I will see you in the comments, and we will iron it out. Just be respectful, be kind, but lay it out. But just be clean about it. That's all I ask. So, let's get into the conversation. Hello, friend, and welcome to my channel. I am Amania, also known as the Conservative Poet. And here on the channel, I make political commentary, reaction videos. I use some parody and so on to bring my points across. So if that's something that you're interested in, then you stay tuned. So as promised, he came out and he gave his statement. And we're going to look at that in a minute. But first, would you believe that because of what he said, there were folks out there with the pitchforks? Some of them had hammers, such as Lindsey Graham and the traitor himself, Mike Pence. They all had issues with what Donald Trump said. Now, is it because they are people who we would call maybe in the party rhinos? Or are they people who fundamentally does not want America to win, does not want the conservatives to win, does not want America to win because their politics seems to only want to destroy us as a country because, again, they are not playing strategically, not playing with common sense. Bring back those babies because we want to kill them. What a meme. Donald Trump saving babies. And it looks like it's from the witch herself, Nancy Pelosi.
People have asked me what my position is on abortion and abortion rights, especially since I was proudly the person responsible for the ending of something that all legal scholars, both sides, wanted and, in fact, demanded be ended. Roe v. Wade. They wanted it ended. It must be remembered that the Democrats are the radical ones on this position because they support abortion up to and even beyond the 9th month. The concept of having an abortion in the later months and even execution after birth, and that's exactly what it is. The baby is born, the baby is executed after birth, is unacceptable, and almost everyone agrees with that. My view is now that we have abortion where everybody wanted it from a legal standpoint, the states will determine by vote or legislation or perhaps both, and whatever they decide must be the law of the land. In this case, the law of the state. Many states will be different. Many will have a different number of weeks, or some will have more conservative than others, and that's what they will be. At the end of the day, this is all about the will of the people. You must follow your heart, or in many cases, your religion or your faith. Do what's right for your family and do what's right for yourself. Do what's right for your children. Do what's right for our country and vote. So important to vote. At the end of the day, it's all about will of the people. That's where we are right now, and that's what we want, the will of the people.
Seen that, heard that, good. I happen to agree. President Trump says we have to play this thing smart. So, yes, we want to have zero abortion, period. But in order to make those kinds of dreams come true, you've got to be able to win the office. You've got to be able to win the seat. So, putting on a national band or stating that to him, putting in a national band, what that's going to do, it's going to drive the Democrats out even more because again, our rights are under attack. Our women's rights are under attack. Is under attack, and we've got to fight. And this is what they say, and this is what they do. So we cannot come out here and say, "Oh yeah, we want a national ban," because guess what? We're not going to win any elections, especially in the states. We're not going to win. We had a race in my neck of the woods, just a special election just a couple of months ago, and we lost it big. We lost it big. Why? Because the opponent on the other side talked about saving women, saving women's rights. And we were out here, stop abortion, stop abortion. Guess what? The other side won. And now we have less seats in the Florida House. We lost a seat, a very, very red seat, and we lost it. Same thing, Glenn Youngkin in Virginia during the midterms. Do I need to say more? Do I need to say more? We'll let Kamala talk about it. Let's hear what Kamala has to say about it. They never want to answer the question as to how far is too far. How far are you willing to go when it comes to taking life? 8 months? 5 months? 9 months? On the operating table afterwards? How far is too far? They don't have a cap on that. Hear somebody tell it better.
This issue. He wants we the people to have the power to make this decision. Unlike Joe Biden and the Democrats, who are wildly out of touch with the American public, they support abortions up until the moment of birth, and they want taxpayers to fund it. More than 80% of the country disagrees with Joe Biden, and he should answer the question, do you support any restrictions, Joe? Because he hasn't answered it yet. He continues to dodge it, so we must assume that he supports aborting an unborn child until the moment of birth and even after.
Their message to the American people or to the world is that we support abortion on demand. We support your right to kill. We support your women's rights. We support you. And Donald Trump, well, he's against you. The Republicans, they're against you. They don't want you killing your baby. They don't want you killing your baby. They don't want you to kill your baby. Those darn Democrats. But they do want you to kill your baby. They want you to go out here, sin, living la vida loca. Sex every day, bow, bow, doing everywhere, bow, bow. Then just go ahead and have an abortion. Just go ahead and kill your baby. As I said earlier, Brutus came out to put in his 2 cents in the conversation. And so his whole thing was that President Trump is pretty much slapping the face of the American pro-lifers. You know, this is what President Trump is doing. It's a retreat, he says. Let's read it. Former Vice President Mike Pence criticized former President Donald Trump's position on abortion Monday, calling it a retreat on the right to life and a slap in the face to pro-life Americans. Brutus, et tu, Brute, again. Shouldn't you be taking a different stance when it comes to this conversation about Trump? Look at him. God, he looks so miserable. Et tu, Brute, traitor. here is President Trump's remarks to Brutus and all the other rhinos, including Senator Lindsey Graham. And he says, Senator Lindsey Graham is doing a great disservice to the Republican Party and our country. At first, he wanted no abortion under any circumstance. Then he was up to 6 weeks where you're allowed to have abortion. Now he's up to 15 weeks where you're allowed to have abortion. But what he doesn't understand, or perhaps he does understand, is that the radical left, Democrats, who are destroying our country, will never, ever, ever approve anything that he or the Republicans want. They love this issue and they want to keep it going for as long as Republicans will allow them to do so. Terminating Roe v. Wade was, according to all legal scholars, a great event. But sometimes with great events comes difficulties. Many good Republicans lost elections because of this issue. And people like Lindsey Graham that are unrelenting are handing Democrats their dream of the House, Senate, and perhaps even the presidency. True words by Donald J. Trump. That's why the Republican Party can never move forward because of people like Lindsey Graham and Mike Pence, these wink-link of so-called leaders. And this is why. It's because they do not have a vision of how to win anything. They capitulate because they don't have any vision on how to win anything. So this is what they do. This is what they offer. You know, they always jump out here to criticize in reference to anything, but they never have any plans on how to fix anything. They never have any plans. Lindsey Graham is quick to jump on whatever news station will let him come on here and speak, and never have any answers. Never. That's why I can't stand these rhinos. I can't stand them. I just can't.